Hello YouTube. I got my oats planted a couple days ago. It was only about 2 or 3 acres, so it didn't take very long. But now I've got my International 56 planter out, getting ready to plant corn. Hopefully that will take place next week if the weather cooperates. This morning I took the F450 out on a little road trip and picked up my ton of composted poultry manure to use for starter fertilizer for my organic corn. Got a few things to do on the 56. Also, as long as I'm here, I want to change the oil in the 180 this afternoon as well. But I need to put my markers back on. The corn planter and the grain drill live in the haymow up there, and it's a pretty tight fit to get it backed in there, and I have to take the markers off in order to get it backed in. Not a big deal. It's only 3 bolts and a cotter key on each side to actually it's a little more than that, but 5 bolts I guess altogether, but not that big a deal. I need to switch planter plates. This is an old-fashioned plate type planter, and the corn I've got this year takes a different plate than what I used last year. I need to put my fertilizer augers back in. One thing I need to do, if you look here, this is the transmission for the fertilizer augers, and if I can get you down here where you can get a view, the tightener on that, it's got a couple of these little sprockets here for idlers, and they're plastic, and their rear one has broken, and they don't like to, the chain doesn't like to stay on them anyway. So I'm going to do something a little different. I think I figured out how. I've got these rollers here off one of the Gandy boxes that are not in use anyway. So I think I'm going to adopt those to work on that tensioner. I've got one already off on the other Gandy boxes. They've got this little sleeve here that they run on. This is a 3/8 hole in this, and that's a 1/2 inch shaft that those run on. So I need to drill these out to 1/2 inch, but I don't think that'll be too bad a job. I can get that done. Other than that, grease it up, oil the chains, and I think the old girl will be ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this. Okay, I've got my relocated idlers on down there. Also, I had forgotten how god-awful worn out this chain was, so I put a new chain on there. It looks like it would probably work. If it doesn't, I'll always think it should have. Now I'll pull the corn boxes off and change the plates. I would have had to pull the boxes off anyway because there are a couple of grease zerks underneath each box that I need to get. Okay, I do believe we're ready to rock and roll. I'll go down in the next day or two and check the soil temperature down the fields just to make sure things are progressing like I think they are. And if everything looks good, we'll go ahead and put some seeds in the ground next week. And when that happens, I'll bring you along. So until then, everyone out there, have a good day.